Hey, we're at the very end of this practice number 1 for 3.3 dimensional analysis. So, woohoo, we're at that end. So we're doing question number 20 here, and it reads, how many grams are equivalent to 1.80 times 10 to the negative 4 tons? And those are English tons. So we gotta know how many grams. So we got to go from the English system to the metric system. So the only number that we have in here is this number right here. So we look at the number of significant figures. There it is. We're going to have 3 significant figures. Sorry, 3 figs. And as always, we're going to make sure we can see it. So we're going to go ahead and write down what is known. And what is known is this right here. And I'm going to, since it is in scientific notation, I am going to cut and paste it. Now, what is unknown? Well, what is unknown is number of grams. So we're going from tons to grams. Ooh, what a combination. So we're going to always start off with what we have. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully that's still right there. Paste that. And then we're going to put, as always, our times and a line. And we're going to put tons on the bottom, and we're going to put some type of metric system on the top. So let's go ahead and we're going to add, oops, I got to do a couple things to this. There we go, get that right. And we're going to put down 1 ton on the bottom, because I know that we're going to be able to do this, but I do not know what it is in the metric system. So we're going to go ahead and look at our thing, and we're going to see here that we have 1 metric ton. Well, here's 1 ton, and that's going to be 907.2 kilograms. I don't have anything else, but I want to get to grams. Now I could convert this right here, but because we're doing dimensional analysis, we're not going to do that. So that's going to equal to 907.2 kilograms. Again, one of the things I always got to do is make sure that I did it right. So 9.07. So here is our ton, 907.2. I go back under here, 907.2. There we go. So now I have it in kilograms, but I have to get it to grams because that's what it's asking for. So I have kilograms right here. So I know that I'm going to put 1 kilogram on the bottom. That's a larger unit, so that's going to be 1. So what does that 1 equal to grams? Well, kilo in gram is 1,000, so 1,000 grams. So go ahead and do our underline, because remember we did times in a line, and then we put our numbers in. Now, again, once we get done, I have it in grams, so we can go ahead and put our equal sign in there. And now we can get rid of any units that we have on both top and bottom. So we have tons on top and on bottom, so we can go ahead and get rid of it on each spot. And then we have kilograms on top and bottom. And we're left with grams. I can't cancel that out. That's what we're looking for it in grams. So how many grams? So now really all we have to do is come over and do our math. So we're going to take 1.8. We're going to multiply that by 0.2. Hit equals, and I end up with this number right here, which makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so I have 1,632. That's going to be times 10, and I still have the negative 4. So we're going to put minus 4, and that's going to be grams. This is going to be 0.96. Everything in there. We're going to make this the superscript, like we normally would do. Okay, now our problem is this is not written in correct scientific notation, so we have to do that. So we're going to move it over 1, 2, 3. Okay. Actually, I have a problem with this. I made a mistake. Okay. And I made a mistake because I did not continue to do this. So it's this number right here, and we got to multiply that by 1,000. Okay, there's our number right there. That makes a little bit more sense. So we're going to go ahead and 2, 960. And we'll double check this. And there we go. So let's go ahead and double check the math. So we have 1.8 times 907.2 times 1,000. And yep, that's our number right there. And since we used the added scientific notation here and I didn't take it out, we have to put that here at the end. Our problem is this is not written in correct scientific notation. So right here's the decimal. So we got to move this. So we got to move it all the way over to there. So if I move it over 6 places, so I make the number smaller by 6. That means I make this one larger by 6. So I'm going to add 6 to this. Excuse me. Plus 6. And that's going to equal 2. So when I go ahead and put my correct answer in there, it should be 1.6. And we're going to go ahead and round here already. 3 significant figures there. That means that 2 says we are going to just drop that off. So it's 1.63 times 10 to the second. And that's going to be grams. Make this a superscript. And there's our answer. So we know that that's that way. Now, if you're like me, I don't like it in scientific notation. So I'm going to come down here and I am going to change my answer to auto scientific notation. So I need 2 here. So I'm going to lower this by 2. That means I'm going to raise this by 2. So it's 163 grams. So there's our answer. We can either have this one right here, okay, that we're going to highlight, or we can highlight this one. Either one, doesn't really matter. They're both the same answer. And that's it. Question number 20.